Hello, and good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. So, I'm just gonna make sure everything is working well. I was trying to find a relatively quiet spot here at the hotel in Mexico. So, if you are joining me live, would you please let me know that you can hear me okay? I hope that the sound is working okay. So, I'm just gonna start, and if you're joining, come and say hi. Anyway, so today is usually my Tuesday live. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm hoping the sound is decent enough. So if you can, please let me know. So usually my Tuesday live where I share my mine or my clients or close people manifestation stories and tips on this Tuesday live. But today I feel like the situation is a little bit different, and I definitely gonna address the current events, and we'll talk about a little bit about the coping strategies of what we can do to stay upbeat and stay well and healthy both in mind and body. And I am here to really ask you how can I serve you, on what can I do, and how you can help, and what do you need right now. So please let me know in the comments whether you're joining me live or if you're watching a replay. I would love to hear from you, and what do you need? What are you struggling with right now? What are the things that on your mind, and where you feel that you could use some support? So please do let me know. Okay, so it is very uncertain time. Certainly, we haven't faced anything like this in our lifetime, and just it's not the worst that can happen. If you think about the history of what has happened in the world, putting things in perspective, this is not the worst. Although it certainly can seem so scary, and it may seem very frightening at times. And it's okay to feel what you feel. Just don't, try to acknowledge your emotions and then use what you can to kind of snap out of this, or to to think about the best case scenario. I talk about, I hope you could you let me know if you see me and if you can hear me okay? Can you let me know that the sound, and I think that the visual is okay, but if you can hear me okay, I would really appreciate if somebody could let me know. Hope that I can see the comments all right because nothing is coming yet, but hopefully I know the people watching live. So anyways, so it's important to acknowledge your emotions that are prone to understand, but it's also really important to use whatever you have learned over the years of your personal development. Oh, hello there. You're not too far from me. Well, that's good. It's fantastic. So it is really important to use everything that you can in terms of you have learned in terms of personal development, in terms of your mindset, mindfulness, anything that you have learned over the years. This is the time to practice. This is the time to use it. This is the time to implement it. If you have had a morning rituals before, then I just have an idea, which I'm going to share with you in a second. But if you had morning rituals that you've set before, daily rituals that were using before, then absolutely use them now. Don't, if you haven't, this is a great opportunity to start a new one. So anything from meditation, journaling, walks if you can, some quiet time, self-care, long showers, whatever you can to stay focused, reading, focus on what is really important. What if this change, this whatever is happening, what if this actually a good thing? What if we start believing that this is what we needed to go within, to slow down, to be with the ones that we love, to really simplify our lives and understand how little do we actually need to survive, to go, to be closer, to have the bonding time with people that matter, to appreciate the little things, to appreciate the full aisles in the supermarket, to appreciate full lineups in public places, to appreciate the things that we so often take for granted. People, we're talking this morning at breakfast, how people like us, I want to sleep in, and I want to be at home more, and I don't have time for this and this, and for watching, reading, whatever it may be. Well, now is the time, and you have the time, so use it. Yes, we have the kids at home. We have maybe some people like really struggling with how to keep the children so at home without much. But you know what? There are resources, and I see at times like this when so many businesses show up in an amazing way, and how many resources are actually available to us. And I see people posting like from school. There are apparently online links to all sorts of education resources. There are businesses that are showing up in an amazing way. Like a couple of days ago, Loom, if you're using it, like extended their free services, unlimited services for free. Rogers today got an email that roaming charges are all being waived. Roaming like a home. Check your emails. I'm not saying that everything from Rogers is free. I'm just saying that check your emails, because they stepped up and made a big move, in my opinion. Like there are so many community resources. People are helping elderly, like this, like just people showing up in a different way, and this is so amazing. What if this was an opportunity for us to show our best self, to come out in and show our best character? And that's just incredible. By the way, the idea I had, I did run a 2 months ago, a daily rituals webinar, and I took it offline because it's actually becoming a paid product, but I'm going to release the replay of it for free. So if you can watch that replay, I'm going to make the link available. So watch that training on the daily rituals, and just start using those things. If you can implement, this is a perfect time when you have a little bit more time to start practicing and figure out what works for you, and what can you do to take care of your state of mind first, because we cannot help our children, we cannot help our loved ones, we cannot help our parents that are the most vulnerable sector, the ones that tend to get scared more. But if we don't take care of our own mindset, we can't really help them. So that's really important to remember. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to say, okay, the present time, the present moment, it's really key to stay in the present. We may have heard before that all we have is now, and that to the art of staying in the now is really art. It's something that we can all get practice and get better at. So this is something like instead of thinking what can happen in an hour, tomorrow, in a week or two or month, we don't know. Things are moving in such an incredible speed right now. We get developments on the hour. We just from like, it seems like from last Thursday when we left until now, which is what, Tuesday, it's been like weeks or months of events that happen. And so the speed of like things are changing so fast. So how do we not get carried away and start worrying and imagining the worst possible scenario in the future and stay in the present moment? So I have seen a video on Instagram of Elizabeth Gilbert, the writer, that you can absolutely go and check out. It's on her IGTV, on her account on Instagram, and she recorded the video that she learned from somebody also on how to stay in the present moment. And I'm going to share this with you just quickly. So the thing about the stay in the present moment is to think about, the method is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you go with focus on the 5 things that you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can feel. What did I say? So see, touch, feel. Oh, what's the other one? And the taste is the last one. So I'm going to remember. You know what? I'm going to put it in the comments because I'm obviously lost train of my thoughts. But there's it. So when you start explaining, like let's say just do that. Like 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch. So when you start explaining like the 5 things you can see at this very moment, and that really takes you to stay in the present moment. So let's, for example, I can see palm trees, beautiful palm trees in the wind just blowing the leaves. I can see the ocean in front of me. I know, I'm super blessed. I can see some people in the lobby just having coffee. I can see my computer in front of me. The So I don't know how many that's worse than the 5. So and then you can go into 4 things that you can touch, you can feel, you can touch, feel, smell, and and I'm still losing it, so I'm just gonna do it in the comments. Okay. Anyway, so that exercise really helps you to stay in the present moment, that you cannot start thinking about the future when you're focusing on things right in front of you. And that's really the key, to go back every time you get your mind wanders and start imagining all those things. Go back to the present moment and use this exercise often. Like 5, even if you do just do part of it, 5 things you can see, right? That brings you back to the right moment. The other thing is how, let's just for a second appreciate the times we live in, and having the social media, having all of the technology to support us, to connect between us. Yes, we always, we say the social media is distraction, and social media with like so much time can be wasted on social media. But in times like this, how incredible we can use it to connect. We can use it to see, for inspiration. We can use it to be in touch with everyone when we are supposed to be isolated for a period of time. Right now it's 2 weeks that we are, that's the instructions that we're receiving. How incredible that we have these tools to connect with each other and to cheer on and to support each other, support our communities, clients, people, families, friends through the media. And people, not in our generation, that was nothing. They didn't know anything about that. That was not existent. So how grateful we should be for what we have now. What can we use? So let me know if there is anything that you need right now. I asked today on Instagram what kind of resources you could use at the moment. Whether it's book recommendations, whether it's breathing exercises, tapping techniques like EFT. If you're familiar with tapping, let me know. If not, I will be just collecting some of the information to put resources pages together so that you can go to that and pick up whatever you need. But I would love to know what you need. So for example, if there's any home workout videos, yoga, what kind of workouts are you looking for? Tips to work from home. I have a lot of experience working from home with a child. So at home, it's not always, they're not there. So if there's anything that you need that I can support you, or any kind of resources that you could find useful, anything that you're looking for at the moment, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Okay, I think these are my notes. So are there any questions, any comments? Share, please. Okay, I see no comments are coming in yet, but so just a quick reminder on what, as we are at the moment facing isolation, and we are going to be not much without much social contact. Things that you can do daily is gratitude, is meditation. Gratitude for when things are not so good is the most important. This is when you know that if you can find things to be grateful for when things are difficult, then you know you're good to go. So practice that. And I know even if it's hard, even if it's really tricky to find things to be grateful for, there's always something to be grateful for. And if you need help in reframing any of the situations, if you need help finding the light, finding some hope, finding the faith and belief, reach out. You don't need to do this alone. You can ask for help, and the help is available, and I'm here to support you in the best that I can. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Let me know, please answer my questions. Let me know how I can help, how can I serve you, what is it that you need, and I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay healthy, stay well, stay grateful, and that too shall pass, and we'll get through this. Bye for now.